Hi Cancer signs, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for March 2023. I hope that you guys are doing well. I want to take a second to remind everyone that this is a general reading and it will not resonate with every Cancer sign out there. So please just take what resonates for you and do leave the rest for someone else. Also, just a general reminder that these monthly readings are predictive in nature, so if these events are not occurring right now, they could occur in the next few weeks. Let's get started, guys. Spirit, what would you like Cancer to know for the month of March? Cancer. All right, Cancer, you are starting out with the 8 of Coins, and it is crossed with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so a lot of you are putting a lot of effort into work right now in order to deal with something that is painful. I do feel like either you are not in communication with someone, either you're not communicating or they're not. You could also be feeling that somebody that you have really put effort into the relationship or the connection, or it could even be at work. You could feel like somebody's not dealing with you honestly. Now, what has happened in the past is the Hermit in the reverse. There's been communication. I do feel like you did a lot of soul searching here. And I do see communication that occurred in the past. You did gain some enlightenment about something here with that communication. Let's see why all this is happening. It would have been after a period of not speaking to someone or not speaking out about something. Why all this is happening is the 9 of Wands in the reverse. You're trying to resolve something here that has been haunting you for a while and has caused some wounds, caused some pain. What's on your mind is a 7 of Swords in the reverse. You may have found out something that was painful. Again, some of you feel that you haven't been treated honestly here. Somebody's not been telling the truth. Or you're wondering if, you may be wondering if the deception is over, if it's done, if this person is going to continue to be deceptive. You may just not trust somebody here. There could be a lack of trust. This could be at work. This could be within a friendship. It could be a love connection. In our monthly readings, we take whatever comes, so just take it as it resonates. Now, let's see what's happening for you in March. Show me March for the sign of Cancer. Show me March for the sign of Cancer. All right. Oh, look at that. There's an offer of love coming in March. Either you're giving an offer of love or someone is giving you an offer of love. Interesting. You're showing up here as the King of Wands. You're a go-getter. Some of you are in leadership or management positions. But I can tell you that people are being like really attracted to you. It's almost the energy of you kind of feeling yourself a little bit here. You know your value, your worth. You know that you're attractive. You know that other people would love to spend time with you. And you're enjoying the attention. So let's see the energy coming towards you. I feel like you're taking action on something too. Wow, you got the 4 of Wands coming towards you. People are wanting to be in relationship, to seal this deal. Somebody wants to. Let's see what Spirit's advice is. That's a card of marriage, guys. And if not marriage, it's a higher level of commitment. What's Spirit's advice for the sign of Cancer? The Emperor in reverse. Okay. Okay, so Spirit is counseling you that you don't want to be controlling. And also that there could be a situation that somebody might be trying to be controlling with you. So we're going to have to clarify that. So the Emperor kind of runs stuff. They're the ones that are in charge. They don't run kingdoms, they run empires. This is somebody who, you know, really, they call the shots. In the reverse, it's somebody that's over controlling. It's somebody that is wanting to, they're not fair. They don't play fair. So I'd be careful here. We got to figure out who that is. Now, it is a sign of Aries. It doesn't have to be an Aries, but it could be. Let's see your outcome. And it could be speaking to past energy too. What's going on here? All right. Show me the outcome for the sign of Cancer, please. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, your outcome, you have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, it's more of that communication coming through. So I do see communication coming through after, you know, a difficult period here. A painful period, actually. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Coins in the reverse. This is underlying energy. Now, this tells me that there's something that is ending, something long-term that has ended or is ending, or a loss of money. There's a sense of loss about it. And whatever this loss is, I feel like there are other people that are, you know, watching this. I don't like the energy because it's almost like somebody here is enjoying that loss. And that's not very nice. So I don't know who that might be, but I do feel like there are other people that are seeing this loss, and for some reason they're happy about it. They're gleeful, and that's just nasty. So, all right, let's see why the Eight of Coins is here. Show me the Eight of Coins. There's a sense of dissatisfaction on the Eight of Coins in this particular deck. So I feel like a lot of you may be burying yourself into work. All right, we have the Hierophant and we have the Ten of Wands. All right, so you could be dealing with a Taurus. Some of you may be having problems at work with a boss or a owner, somebody who owns a business. I do feel like whatever it is that you're working on, there's problems with it and you're working at it. It's very painful. For some of you, it has to do with commitment in some way, but I feel like you're receiving some kind of counsel about these problems. Some of you may be in therapy. What's crossing it is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. It's clarified by the Six of Cups reversed and Judgment. Yeah, so some of you are trying to release somebody from your past. It could be a previous commitment, a previous marriage, or a previous commitment of some kind. But what you're not saying is that you might want to have a reconciliation. So it's like a conflict for you here, and that's part of the problem. You don't know whether to release somebody or to try again. But you do know that working at this has been difficult. Trying to work out the problems has been difficult. All right, so we have the Five of Cups. And again, this Emperor in reverse. So Spirit's going to counsel you regarding this. Now, like I said, you could be dealing with somebody who is very, very controlling. This person would have caused a lot of sadness. There would be gaps within the communication with this person. And I feel like you may have told this person about this. You may have said, look, I've been looking back at everything that's occurred in this relationship, and I feel like you're controlling. I feel like you are out of control. You may have, You may have communicated it to this person, and you may have told this person, you're making me very sad. You're making me feel very hurt or depressed. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And so this person may be trying to work things out with you, and you just don't know if you want to work things out or just let this person go. And you may be trying to avoid an argument with them as well. All right, we have the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Wow. Yeah, you're trying to resolve all these problems, but you're worried about the communication. You're worried if you're seeing things clearly. There's something about a clarity or a conversation that has you very upset, very worried. And it haunts you. It literally haunts you. So that's why all this is happening. Let's see why the Seven of Swords is in the reverse. There's that Nine of Wands again. So when I see repeating cards, guys, it tells me that it's strong energy. So it's something about deception that you found. You may have felt this person was being deceptive, and you don't want to argue with them. You just want to resolve the problems. You also don't want to feel hurt anymore. You definitely don't trust this person. You're eyeing them very suspiciously. This may be somebody who is very prideful. And I'm going to tell you, the Emperor in reverse is extremely prideful. They're egotistical. They don't do what's in everyone's best interest. They only do what's in their best interest. And this has caused you a lot of pain in the past. So I feel like you are trying to avoid that kind of energy. You're trying to avoid deception. You don't trust this person. And you would like to resolve the problems, but there's something that this person has said that has made you really worried, really upset. Now, what's coming towards you in March is an offer of love. So let's clarify that. Show me March for the sign of Cancer, please. Show me March for the sign of Cancer. All right, let's see what we've got. We have the Page of Cups reversed. We have the Ace of Wands, Seven of Coins, King of Cups. Oh, that stays there. There's so many cards on the table right now. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. The Magician. So we have water sign energy like yourself. We have Gemini is here. Let me move this up a little bit. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Eight of Coins reversed. We have the Eight of Cups, or I'm sorry, yeah, the Eight of Cups reversed. We have the Sun in reverse, sign of Leo. We have the Star and the Wheel of Fortune. So let's talk, Cancer. All right. Let's see. So what I'm seeing here is that there is some kind of an offer of love that is coming your way, but I feel like you're going to reject it. I do. I feel like either, or it could be you offering love to this person and you feel like they reject it. That somebody is pulling back. It's not that there's not love here. There is. but I feel like somebody rejects it. So in the first week, what I'm seeing is that somebody, it could be too that they offer love and either they offer love and then they kind of pull back on the emotional side of it. Like they might come in like all about the love, but then after there is this sexual encounter, they kind of pull back. Yeah, that could be for some of you. Or it might be that you kind of pull back, or one of you does. I can see that. I do see a sexual encounter happening for some of you, and that's in the first week of March. I almost feel like it's you that's pulling back, because I feel that somebody is investing, and the way that they show love is through physical contact, and that is more of a male type of thing to do, not exclusively, of course, but it is kind of a male type of behavior. There's a patience here. Somebody is being patient with you. This person is being patient with you. I feel like you either pull back or they kind of come in all hot and heavy and then they pull back, one or the other. But I see somebody being patient with you. So you may turn this person down. Regardless, in the first week, I'm seeing you are having some kind of a passionate new beginning here. And for some of you, it's more of a sexual thing. It's a sexual thing, and you're trying not to let your heart get involved in this. And that would make sense because you don't trust this person and you don't want to be hurt again. I do see someone being very patient with you. In the second week of March, I'm seeing you kind of coming into your power. But you're watching this person very closely to see if they are investing or if they're going to abandon you again. Because there's still this energy here of feeling abandoned, feeling as if somebody's going to leave you out in the cold and they're going to be a player. So I feel like you pull back because you're checking to see, you're watching this person, but you're doing it from a very powerful position. You're in your power as you do this. And what's giving you that power is that you actually do love this person, but you're just not going to give everything over to this person. You don't trust them. And that does make a lot of sense to me. You may feel that this person is a player. Because this person has made you wait. This person has made you wait in the past. And so you're watching this person very, very carefully. And I do think you're going to tell them that. You're going to tell them, look, I love you, but you've hurt me. You've made me feel abandoned in the past. You've been a player. You've been inconsistent. I feel like you're going to tell this person that. You're going to communicate it to them. And I think you may even say, look, I think you're a player. Now, in the third week of March, I see you manifesting, or possibly them, manifesting a new beginning with love. It is all about the love. It's very strong. It's a strong manifestation. But because of the pain from the past, you may feel that it's not working out the way you wanted it to. Yeah, I feel like you're manifesting it and it is coming through, but it's not coming through in exactly the way you wanted it to. And that's where this painful energy is coming from. But it is there. And keep in mind, Cancer signs, some of you have to keep in mind that This person does love you. I can see that in the cards, but they are loving you to the best of their ability, and they can love you with everything in them, and it still may not be in a way that you need to be loved. There's something about this that makes you feel like it's not coming out. The details of it is not exactly the way you had wanted it to manifest. And I see that bothers you. That's what's causing the pain. I see you getting, you know, some kind of counsel, maybe even through tarot readings, maybe through a psychic, maybe a counselor, I don't know. Because it's a problem for you. It's problematic. It's making it, it's working, but it's working in a painful way for you. I am seeing that in the final week of March, you're still not walking away from this, but it's not it's not working in the way that you wanted. You might feel that there's things that are hidden, or you might just be unhappy with how things are working out. I'm seeing that in the like final week of March. There's a lack of clarity here, and that's what's keeping you from walking away, because you're still hopeful. I do see that you're still hopeful that balance is going to come into the situation, but it's just, there's something about the way this person loves you that's not giving you the clarity. It's not giving you everything that you had wished for. And there's a sense here of still hoping that it will change, but there's also this thought that you don't know if that's ever going to happen, if it's ever going to really work out. However, I see you at the end of the month. I see you at the end of the month feeling very hopeful, and I see a big change happening with this Wheel of Fortune. I see things moving in your favor, but you're not going to see it coming. There's something that's going to happen that you're not going to be expecting. And I do think you're going to be glad that you didn't walk away at that point, because there's going to be something that is going to happen. You're not going to see it coming, and it's going to balance things out, and there's going to be like everything's going to move in your favor. So if you are really devoted to this situation, if it's in work, or if this is a situation that is with a person, for most of you, I feel like it is a love situation, I would focus on manifesting, and I would focus on the fact that there is going to be a very positive change happen. And I would keep that hope alive. However, if this is not somebody that you are, you know, if you make the decision that you don't want to put up with this, that it's just depressing, it's too much, then by all means walk away, because either way you're going to get your hopes and dreams fulfilled. Either way you are. And it's because things are going to start moving in your favor by the end of the month. I don't feel like this is the only person for you. And, you know, this person could have some competition that they don't know about. All right, so let's look at your energy. Things are going to move in your favor, and you are going to achieve your hopes and dreams, so focus on that. And try not to focus on it being that one particular person, although I do feel that it is this person from your past for most of you. All right, so why is the King of Wands here? Why is the King of Wands here? Now, this is your energy, Cancer, and it is a powerful energy here. Okay, wow. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords reversed, We have the Four of Wands. That's the energy coming towards you too. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. Now this is your sign in the major arcana. So it's more of that same energy. Can I trust this person? Are they done with the deceitful behavior? You know, is this actually a legitimate offer here that they're making towards me? And I feel like you kind of get yourself stuck a little bit going back and forth because of the lack of trust. It's the same energy that I'm seeing here in this 4th week, because you're definitely like in this energy of other people admiring you. You have, it looks like you have options here. So I feel like your hope is, because remember what's on your mind is the 7 of Swords in the reverse. It's here in your energy again. Again, another repeating card. And so I feel like you're taking action to make sure that, you know, there is no deceit. However, you can't control another person. So I feel like you just don't trust this person. You want to work things out, but you also don't want to deal with their ego, and you don't want to have conflicts and fights. So you're just cautious here, and I can understand why. I definitely can understand why. But that energy is going to keep you from moving forward as well. So let's look at the Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands here? Why is the Four of Wands here? All right, we have the Empress in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. We have the King of Pentacles reversed. Wow, this person doesn't want to lose you. I can tell you that. They're actively trying to block you. And then we have the Three of Swords. Okay, the person coming towards you, they want something with you. They haven't always treated you respectfully. And I'm going to tell you, they're trying to block your prosperity. They're trying to, when I say that, what I'm saying is that if in a love situation anyway, this person is trying to keep you from moving forward. They don't want, if they're not in a good place, they don't want you in a good place. They know you're getting, you know, attention. And they're trying to keep you from moving ahead without them. There's something about this person that they feel minimized by your success. It's painful to them. Yeah, it's very painful to them. And so I feel like they may have experienced some financial losses. They've gone through some painful experiences, especially if they were in a third-party situation, you know, that they put you into. It caused them quite a bit of loss. It didn't work out, and it was painful for them. And they know that they have blocked their own prosperity in doing so. But they see you in this energy of a boss, and so they want to be with you. They want a higher level of commitment. But at the same time, they have some deep insecurities here, and they, in some manner, feel minimized by the power that you are exuding here, the confidence and the power. And so it's almost an attempt to keep you from moving ahead and moving forward. They don't want to lose you, but they're not ready to commit to you either. And that's the problem. They're causing their own heartbreak. So they, on one hand, they want the commitment. On the other hand, they fear it. And they know that they're causing their own heartbreak, but they certainly don't want you getting away. No wonder we see the Emperor here in the reverse. Let's clarify Spirit's advice. All right, we have the Four of Coins reversed. We have the Page of Swords reversed, and we have the Two of Cups reversed. Spirit is saying there is a karmic element to this. It's a karmic cycle or a karmic, it's a karmic, I'm not going to say a karmic connection, but a karmic lesson. So you're dealing with somebody, like I said, that is very insecure, and as a result, they act overly controlling. Spirit's advice is telling you that if this person cannot release those issues, that this is not going to come together right now. That there's, it's a false start, basically. Until this person can release the ego, the over-controlling behavior, let go of financial inequalities that might be present, tell the truth, then this is not going to, you're not going to be on the same page with this person. So, like I said, this person may be loving you the best that they can, but it may not be in the way that you need them to. At least not right now. I do see that that's going to change. There is going to be a change. I don't know if it's with this person or not, but everything's going to move in your favor. So you're holding back, and you have every reason to do so. You've looked at the seeds that have been planted in the past, and you're not so sure you like how things are coming through. So Spirit is telling you that until this person moves all of this into the upright, where they're reaching out to you in love, they're holding on to you in a legitimate manner, and they're telling the truth, they're doing their homework to make themselves better and to improve themselves. And when they go into the upright, as the Emperor in the upright, that's when things will work out. You have to decide if you want to wait for that to happen. You know, some of you will, some of you won't. I mean, I see that it is all going to move in your favor, but how long? So your outcome, you have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Let's clarify your outcome. And that's really a very individual decision, you know. Each of you have different circumstances, and each of you are going to have to make that decision yourself. All right, so there's the King of Wands. So you're the one that's going to be communicating. We have the Ten of Coins reversed, and we have the Fool. You're going to tell this person, I don't know if I want to let this go, because that's the underlying energy, is the Ten of Coins. I don't know if I want to take an L on this, or if I want this new beginning. You're going to tell them, I don't know what I want here. I don't know. I'd like to resolve things, but I don't know. Now, for some of you, you're going to tell this person, if there's third-party energy, and for some of you there is, that there has to be an ending that must take place in order to have this new beginning. But either way, you are seated in your power, and you don't trust this person, and it's for a good reason. You're not trusting the offer. It's because there's something that just doesn't work for you in this offer. But yet I see that you clearly do want to take a risk with this person. You definitely love this person, and you want to take this risk. Some of you are going to tell this person, I'm done here. I'm ending this. I'm over with it. I'm done. And I'm embarking on a new beginning of my own. So it's really going to, it's quite a conundrum, because I see the love, but I also see a lot of conflict and ego and just dishonesty and pain. Quite frankly, pain that has gone into this. And this looks like it's gone on for a very long time. And I see you taking your power back here, Cancer, and either way, you're having a new beginning, either with this person or without them. because things are turning in your favor. It's because you're taking action. You're going to take action, and it's going to make a difference. So you have to, I see the worry and concern about this conversation, but you are going to do it. You're going to tackle the beast. That's what I've heard. You're going to tackle the beast, and you'll come up with a decision that works for you. At the bottom of the deck is the World. So there is a cycle here that is closing out. It's a cycle of loss. And it's closing out so a new cycle can begin. You just have to decide, is it going to be with this person, or is it going to be with someone new, someone different? Because you've got love coming in. You may have a new offer coming in as well. You're definitely being noticed by other people. And if you have a new offer coming in and you feel that you would rather take that, then that's going to work in your favor too. Either way, things are turning in your favor. So it's almost like, you've been through so much that now Spirit's saying, you can't do wrong. You've paid your dues, Cancer. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a oracle card and see if there's any further messages. I'm going to take the bottom. All right, let's see what we've got. All right, you've got number 14. That comes out to a 5, and 5s are about changes. The name of your card is Truth Be Told. I think it's very interesting that this is an owl sitting here on top of a mask. So it's almost like there's knowledge here about somebody wearing this mask. And now change is coming in. And the change is within the owl. So it's within you. All right, let's, I'm going to read this directly from the book for you. All right, so the essential meaning of this card is about honesty and accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, and a willingness to be transparent, and clarity in communication. Wow. All right, so the oracle message is, there is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender is what is. Peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. Wheel of Fortune. Now the relationship message is, people tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. That's what you're worried about. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth, and also listen. Your prosperity message. It says, are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life that you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make your art a priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write and a singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to your moving forward. There is another oracle message here too. It's time to have a look at the real, honest truth about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation, and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me, and you will find the key to abundance. You also have a protection message, and I'm going to read that. It says, where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth, even if you don't like what you hear. Acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future, where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than truth is required now. Woo, that is powerful. That is really very powerful. I think that is the most powerful message that you guys have gotten in a while. That's incredibly powerful. All right, so I hope, Cancer, that this has been helpful. I know some of it was hard to hear, but I also see great hope, and I see changes happening. So I do hope that it's been helpful for you. If this has resonated with you at all, please like this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. I would be very grateful. Until I see you guys in your regular weekly, or for you guys, I tend to do 2 a week because you're such faithful followers, and I do really appreciate that. I'm very grateful. So I'll either see you in a week or before, but until then, namaste.